They placed a crown upon my head, not of gold but burning red. Flames that whisper ancient names, turning kingdoms into flames. Every throne demands a soul, every scepter takes its toll. But this fire on my brow melts the heavens here and now. Crown of fire burning high, lighting up a velvet sky. Heavy sits the flame I wear, smoke and incense fill the air. Crown of fire, holy pain, washing me in crimson rain. With every jewel a blazing coal, this crown of fire scars my soul. Underneath the weight of night, two flames rise to double light, stacked as one upon the beat, burning slow with steady heat. Then a third, a deeper blaze, ancient fire from forgotten days, rumbling through my veins and bones, melting iron, cracking stones. Every prayer becomes a scream, every nightmare wears a dream. Behind this crown of furnace roars, opening eternal doors. Crown of fire burning high, lighting up a velvet sky. Heavy sits the flame I wear, smoke and incense fill the air. Crown of fire, holy pain, washing me in crimson rain. With every jewel a blazing coal, this crown of fire scars my soul. One flame, two flame, doubled on the throne. Third flame rumbles deep in the marrow of my bone. 4x4 garage, crawling through the ash. Crown still burning as the heavens crash. Slow burning king in a kingdom of dust, holy destruction in a circle of rust. Fire on my temples, fire on my tongue. Crown of fire, forever young. Crown of fire, crown of fire, burning high, burning slow. Crown of fire. Don't do. No, 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 silent empire. No bells ring, no voices call, just shadows moving on the wall. An empire built without a sound, where silence wears a heavy crown. crown, every throne is wrapped in hush. Every command becomes a blush. No drums of war, no cries of pain, just silent power, cold and plain. Silent empire, vast and still, quiet power, iron will. No one speaks, yet all obey. In this silence, kingdom sway. Silent empire, cold and deep, secrets that the shadows keep. Mouths are closed, but eyes conspire. Welcome to the silent empire. Two silences fall on the beat, double quiet and complete. Stacked like stone upon the throne, a muted weight that chills the bone. Then a third, a deeper hush, rumbling low without a rush. Bass that speaks while words cannot, shaking floors where silence rots. Every whisper cuts like steel, every stillness makes you feel. Behind the quiet empires rise, silent power never dies. Silent empire, vast and still, quiet power, iron will. No one speaks, yet all obey. In this silence, kingdom sway. Silent empire, cold and deep, secrets that the shadows keep. Mouths are closed, but eyes conspire. Welcome to the silent empire. One hush, two hush, doubled on the throne. Third hush, rumbles deep where the silence is alone. 4x4 garage, crawl into the mute. Silent empire burning slow, absolute. Kingdom of the voiceless, heavy and unseen. Every frozen breath a prayer to the machine. Quiet domination, calm but so severe. Silent empire, nothing left to fear. Silent empire, silent empire, cold and deep, shadows creep. Silent empire. Oh, oh, poison and pain. Upon the bough of fruit hangs low, a perfect shape with subtle glow. But in its core a venom waits, a luscious lure for tempting face. When the rind is broken wide, what was hidden cannot hide. From the pulp a toxin seeps, a vow the serpent always keeps. Poison and pear, luscious and dire, feeding the thirst of hidden desire. Nectar laced with muted despair, bitter fruit of poison and pear. Poison and pear, tender and dread, a harvest hanging over my head. Forbidden taste of fatal affair, surrender to the poison and pear. the poison and pear. Two drops fall on a single beat, double venom, bittersweet, stacked like layers of festering blight, rotting slowly where they lie tonight. Then a third, a deeper stain, rumbles through the endless terrain. Heavy sea page from the core, toxin spreading evermore. It's the samba serenade. Behind the nectar venom waits, a garden yielding only dreads, a banquet of forgotten threads. Poison and pear, luscious and dire, feeding the thirst of hidden desire. Nectar laced with muted despair, bitter fruit of poison and pear. Poison and pear, tender and dread, a harvest hanging over my head. Forbidden taste of fatal affair, surrender to the poison and pear. One drop, two drop, doubled on the stem. Third drop rumbles deep like a requiem. 4x4 garage, crawling through the grove. Poison and pear, sinking low in the haunted alcove. Venom in the orchard, sweetness in the blight. Every morsel steals a portion of the light. Portrait of the fallen, ripened and unfair. Slow motion dying in the poison and pear. Poison and pear. Poison and pear. Luscious and dire, sinking lower. Poison and pear. Formations drift across the gray, a distant warning on its way. No sudden flash, no roaring sound, just weight of whiteness pressing down. Every stillness holds a threat, horizons tinted violet. What seems flawless will deform beneath the crush of ivory storm. Ivory storm, blanched and untamed, savage beauty never named, dumping pressure on the frame, battering with ivory storm. Ivory storm, stark and vast, turning future into past. Gentle creature, brutal form, bow down before the ivory storm. The ivory storm. Two pale gales collide on strike, double fury, depth alike, stack like cumulus before the flood. Heavy stillness chills the blood. Then a third, a darker plunge, rumbling bass from far below the lung. Ivory fractures, torrents twist, purity clenched in chaos fist. Every murmur swells to rage, every shoreline breaks its cage. Behind the white, the turmoil blooms, an avalanche of ivory glooms. Ivory storm, blanched and untamed, savage beauty never named, dumping pressure on the frame, battering with ivory storm. Ivory storm. even start to crease. 4x4 garage crawling through the gale. Ivy storm consuming slow, none shall prevail.
Whiteness in commotion, tempest wrapped in bone. Everything you've ever known swept into the unknown. Ivory turns predator, elegance turns harm. Slow motion vengeance in an ivory storm. Ivory storm. Blanched and vast, cannot last. Ivory storm.
Diamond tension.
Diamond tension. A lot is strange amidst the glint. Fast is born from compression's realm. In mutinous carbon learns to bind. A rigid charm, a tethered mind. Each polished plane defies the dust, yet holds a split, tense and tight. The luster hides a hairline seam, a tautness keening in the skull.
Diamond tension.
Shimmering vice, a marvel trapped in endless sheen. Wherever a prism splits the wall. Diamond tension. Never yield.
Diamond tension.
Crystalline, a scaffolding of strain divine, held in a grip of ceaseless stress. Diamond tension.
Nonetheless. Traces merge on one clean knock. A double load, a single yoke.
Stacks strata folding into one. A tardy plummet come undone. Then a third, a weightier surge. A compression's final dirge. Subsonic pulse on every count. A measured march from the abyss account. Each polished plane defies the dust, yet holds a split, tense and tight. The luster hides a hairline seam, a tautness keening in the skull.
Diamond tension.
Shimmering vice, a marvel trapped in endless sheen. Where every prism splits the wall. Diamond tension. Never yield.
Diamond tension.
Crystalline, a scaffolding of strain divine, held in a grip of ceaseless stress. Diamond tension.
Nonetheless. One strain, two strain, welded on the anvil. Third strain reverberates, a lingering scandal. A patient rhythm trudges each pulse, a measured knock. Diamond tension unfolding like a geode in the rock.
Faceted obsession, a treasure born of mass. Every molecule aligned with something close to destiny. Glowing in the crucible, a masterpiece of art. Diamond tension, living where the softer things withdraw.
Diamond tension.
Diamond tension.
Shimmering vice.
Crystalline. Under a dome of vain decay, where Psalms once claimed domain, a vestige of refined repose among the rubble, it survives. Each fluted column, worn and bare, yet bears a trace of stately air, a dignity that won't expire, though draped in moss and tangled briar. Twin cadences drone a twofold side, then elegance in ruin lies, a triple throb within the crypt, while solemn four-count tread applies. A pair of volumes merge on a languid foot, a coupled burden paired and grave, piled remnants from a bygone age, then triple throb a further page. The solemn four-count tread begins its wage. Each fluted column, worn and bare, yet bears a trace of stately air, a dignity that won't expire, though draped in moss and tangled briar. Twin cadences drone a twofold side, then elegance in ruin lies, a triple throb within the crypt, while solemn four-count tread applies. A throb locked within the grain, a following throb in tones, a constant motif. The solemn four-count guides the grief. Elegance in ruin, poised and breathe. Elegance in ruin, poised and breathe. Elegance in ruin, poised and breathe. Twin cadences drone, waning but feet. Elegance in ruin. With midnight prestige, whoa. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Midnight prestige, yeah. When midnight tolls, the masquerade stirs through onyx archways of figure blurs. The guests parade in lace and sneer, exchanging glances openly insincere. Beneath the glamour, corrosion breathes, every smile conceals a barbed dart. The chandeliers weep wax wax and tears as midnight spills its darkest years. Midnight prestige, glimmering scheme, a luxury sealed in a splintered scheme, where every toast conceals a stifled plea. Midnight prestige, come swallow me. Midnight prestige, sinister grace, a mask that time cannot erase. Opulent ruin dressed in reprieve. Midnight prestige, don't ever leave. Oh, 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 oh. Midnight prestige, don't ever leave. Two chimes resound on a single stroke. Doubled opulence, a sable cloak, stacked like treaties etched in rhyme, a covenant crumbling out of time. Then a third, a profound appeal, rumbles through the witching ordeal. Garage 4x4, crawling like a panther's tread. Luxury and ruin way. Beneath the glamour, corrosion breeds. Every smile conceals a barbed dart. The chandeliers weave wax and tears as midnight spills its darkest years. Midnight prestige, glimmering scheme, a luxury sealed in a splintered scheme, where every toast conceals a stifled plea. Midnight prestige, come swallow me. Midnight prestige, sinister grace, a mask that time cannot erase. Opulent ruin dressed in reprieve. Midnight prestige, don't ever leave. One stroke, two stroke, double in the grand suite. Third stroke rose like a cathedral knell. 4x4 garage crawling through the soiree. Midnight prestige, fading into disarray. Opulence in tatters, splendor laced with blight. Every gleaming surface hides the appetite. Masquerade eternal, beautiful and bleak. Slow motion grandeur. Midnight prestige, unique. Midnight prestige, sinister grace, cannot erase. Midnight prestige. Golden collapse, golden collapse, golden collapse. The pillars gleamed with golden light, a kingdom built on sacred height. But cracks appeared beneath the throne, and even gold can't stand alone. Every empire starts to bend, every dynasty must end. What was shining now decays, golden ruins in the haze. Golden collapse, magnificent fall, towers crumbling, standing tall. Dust of amber fills the hall, silent echoes through the wall. Golden collapse, a beautiful end, nothing left for gold to mend. Gilded fractures, wealth untold. This golden collapse is cold. This golden collapse is cold. Oh, 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 oh. Two foundations hit the ground, doubled weight without a sound, stacked like empires made of sand. earthquake, rumbling down for heaven's sake. Bass that splits the marble floor. Golden dreams exist no more. Every crown becomes a stone. Every king must die alone. Behind the gold, the rot expands, collapsing into empty hands. Golden collapse, magnificent fall. Towers crumbling, standing tall. Dust of amber fills the hall. Silent echoes through the wall. Golden collapse, a beautiful end. Nothing left for gold to mend. Gilded fractures, wealth untold. This golden collapse is cold. One bow, two bow, ba 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 ba. One bow, two bow, ba 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 ba. One bow, two bow, ba 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 ba. One bow, two bow, doubled on the beat. Third vow rumbles deep, turning riches to defeat. 4x4 garage crawling to the wreck. Golden collapse burning slow on the deck. Ruins of a kingdom glittering and vast. Every treasure built to break, nothing meant to last. Gold turn hollow, heavy but it fades. Slow motion collapsing on gilded haze. Golden collapse, golden collapse, magnificent, golden vast. Golden collapse, stop, 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 stop. Rumba bamba, golden collapse, stop, 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 stop. Golden collapse, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Oh oh oh, oh 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 oh. Ra ba 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 ba. Behind the glass I see your face, frozen in a perfect place. Every shot of memory, cutting through what used to be. Transparent walls of fragile cage, beauty wrapped in silent rage. One slight touch, the surface breaks, and all the fury overtakes. Crystal rage, so sharp and bright, shattered diamonds in the night. Every piece a blinding light, cutting deep without a fight. Crystal rage, a frozen scream, trapped inside a broken dream. Fragile, cold and razor made, this crystal rage will never fade. Two shards fall on the downbeat, double sharp and bittersweet. Stack like ice up on my skin, freezing slow the fire within. Then a third, a deeper crack, thunder rolling from the black. Heavy bass that shakes the frost, all the warmth forever lost. Every flaw becomes a blade, every promise starts to fade. Behind the crystal rage awaits, shattering the iron gates. Crystal rage, so sharp and bright, shattered diamonds in the night. Every piece a blinding light, cutting deep without a fight. Crystal rage, a frozen scream, trapped inside a broken dream. Fragile, cold and razor made, this crystal rage will never fade. One shot, two shot, doubled on the beat. Third shot rumbles deep with the bass that splits concrete. 4x4 garage crawl
In the stillness of the night, I feel a velvet touch upon my skin, soft like a whisper, cool like the moonlight. But underneath the fire begins. Every gentle word you speak wraps around me silk and deep. But behind your quiet eyes, a raging storm begins to rise. Velvet fury, burning slow, a tender rage I can't let go. Soft as shadow, hard as stone, this velvet fury chills my bone. Velvet fury, sweet and wild, you hold me like a restless child, with lips that soothe and hands that break. Velvet fury, love and ache. Underneath the quiet sound, the rumbling bass begins to pound. Two hearts beating stacked as one, doubled weight that shakes the ground. Then a third, a deeper wave crashes over what you gave. Heavy, dark and infinite, the love so raw it leaves me split. Every kiss a velvet blade, every promise golden jade. Behind your calm, a flood awaits to wash me through these iron gates. Velvet fury, burning slow, a tender rage I can't let go. Soft as shadow, hard as stone, this velvet fury chills my bone. Velvet fury, sweet and wild, you hold me like a restless child, with lips that soothe and hands that break. Velvet fury, love and ache. Bass one, bass two, bass one, bass two, double downbeat. Bass three rumbles deep where the heart beats me. Garage 4x4 crawling to the floor. Velvet on the outside, lying at the core. Slow motion rage in a lover's cage, turning every page of a holy sage. Fury wrapped in silk, warm but wild, sweet destruction, heaven's child. Velvet fury,